Hey, hi.
Hi. Three people are
Hello,
Yeah.
Hi.
Hi. Hi.
How are
Abhishek,
Hello. Hemant is
Priya.
also with us. Hemant is my
you?
dear friend.
Nashiha, how are
He also
you?
joined right now.
Hello.
I think
Can you guys hear me?
we can hear
Yes.
you. We can't hear Dr. Priyashi. We can't hear
Abhishek, I
you.
cannot hear you.
We cannot hear Priyashi.
What? I actually cannot hear you.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Hemant, you only started.
Let's start. So today
मुझे
we
तो
are
सारी आवाजें आ रही हैं साफ साफ। अ,
Dr.
मुझे
Priyashi नहीं आ
अभिषेक
रही.
की मुझे अभिषेक की भी आ
yeah.
रही है और आपकी भी आ रही है।
So let's start, guys. So today we are here to spread positivity to all our viewers. So let's start.
Priyasi, your voice is fading a little.
Might be some network issue.
Yeah,
Is it coming proper now?
yeah, this is nice.
Okay. 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 So let's start. Abhishek, why don't you start?
Okay, we'll start with Nasiha Shamim. Actually, I don't know her quite well. Can you tell me about
Okay.
yourself?
See the let me start, all right. We all know that the world is facing, and I have seen many people who are spreading negativity rather than spreading positivity with all the people out there. You guys can hear me out, right?
I can't hear you.
But Nashia and they can hear
Yeah,
me.
I can. Your voice is fading a bit in middle, but I can
I
get the
can also hear
context.
you. I can also hear you
Because
fine.
Dr. Arundhati is saying
Hi, Arundhati.
it. We'll take Dr.
Okay, so,
Arundhati live in some.
like you know, we all know that the second strain of COVID has already come, and it is a very crucial day people are going through. Even in our locality, we are also facing the same, and it might be a mini containment zone soon. But yes, what I would definitely say people is to be positive and to spread positivity. Whether there is a COVID-19 patient in front of you, whatever it is, we have to be positive in every respective field. So yes, I feel that positivity is an implementation of art. We can help others by, you know, telling others that what are the precautions which has to be taken, like wearing the mask, maintaining social distancing. Then they should do their temperature checking and also the saturation checking via the oximeter. But they should not panic, as panic is something which makes people depressing. Panic is not an, you know, great thing for people. And yes, of course people are dying, but still we have to be positive, and we have to make, like, people know that COVID-19 is something which we have to fight, being together, being united, and being together we have to fight it. So like, what would you guys like to say as for this thing? Nashia, tell me.
First of all, the first thing that I would like to say that it is okay not to be okay for some days.
Yes.
Except that things are spinning out of our hands, and in practical we have very less to do in that. We cannot control the situation, except that we can control us and how do we look at it.
Yes.
It's stressful, however, and staying very happy at and peppy every time, trying to pull the morale of the entire house. Mostly it falls on the women folks. And I have seen that happening in some of my families and friends. However, it is equally important that you acknowledge that there is a stress. And that's why, and you take it take some steps to solve it. Like if I feel stressed up, I either start coding or I start baking, or one of my friend, she turns into grooming, taking care of herself, pampering herself. I know these things look trivial at times, but taking the first step, taking care of yourself is the first step towards the mental health. Until unless you are okay, you cannot make others feel good.
Yes.
And second thing is that to be okay, what you need to do is you need to acknowledge that there are some time that there would be stress, and you have to come out of it, handle it, struggle with it, and I know it's not easy. Trust me, I've been through the deepest and darkest tunnels of depression, and I know how difficult it is to crawl out of that hole. But that's what it is all about, surviving. It's all about surviving this phase. And that's why if you feel that it's not okay some days, pick up a phone, talk to a friend. Hell, talk to me. I'm there on Insta. I'm not a therapist, but I can be a friend.
Yes, of course. Mental support is very much needed in this kind of situation. And I feel, yes, people should speak out. So,
And I
Abhishek,
think you
tell
can
us.
find inspiration all around yourself as well. There are so many inspiring people and personalities all over the world actually. Any place you go, you'll find someone who can inspire you.
Yes, of course.
Like I'll take the example of Mr. Dinesh Mohan, who is a celebrity. He was around, say, I think 150 kilos weight. So in 2 years, he's now, I think, 60 kgs. And he is around 65 years old. He started at the age of 62 or 63, the weight loss. So
Okay.
such people inspire you. And in this case, also in COVID, also you can look up to them. They keep sharing about how to stay motivated.
Abhishek,
What
I
do
can
you
also
think
hear
about it,
you.
Hema?
Actually, being somebody who has suffered from depression and anxiety on and off over many years, I will suggest that one should not discard professional help. Professional help, be it through therapy, there are a lot of channels now, Mind Peers, which charges around 360 rupees for an hour of counseling. You can try that. Then there are other many counseling websites where you can go, and don't discard the importance of medication. लोग बोलते हैं कि नहीं बातचीत से और थेरेपी से, बट मुझे सबसे ज्यादा जो हेल्प मिली है वो मेडिकेशन से मिली है. So along with counseling, uh, if it is not helping, in fact your first route should be to try and get medication. Medication से बहुत फर्क पड़ता है. That is something that I will suggest. And when, along with medication, go for therapy. There are a lot of very reasonably priced apps where you can have a one-on-one counselor for just 350 rupees an hour. That is what I will suggest. And yes, times are tough, no doubt. सभी के साथ कुछ ना कुछ लगा ही हुआ है. जी मैं ये कहूँगा. और
So, what do you do on a daily basis? Suppose for me, writing is also a therapy. Writing is one of the therapy for me. What are the other small things that you do to keep keep sane in this insane times?
I think moving forward is very important. Don't like हल्का सा योगा meditation या कुछ ना कुछ productive करना. भले ही, as you said, be it writing or be it something that you feel that you are moving forward. It is very important to
That's
feel
great.
that you're moving forward. You should not feel once you start feeling you're stuck, then you're waiting for a better time. You're not happy in the moment. You're waiting for the happy time. But if you try to find happiness in the present by keeping yourself busy, by doing something, be it cooking, be it baking, be it writing, be it creating even an Instagram video, but keep moving forward.
Very well said, very well said. In the moment. Abhishek, Priyasi, what do you think about it? How do you stay in the moment?
It's
I
very
feel that
important. Actually, if you stay busy, you don't think about. It is very important to stay busy at any point of time. If you are doing something or the other, you are focusing on that. You don't have time to think about ये हो जाता तो क्या होता, वो होता तो क्या होता. So, like if you are busy, then you obviously you can spend your time also, and you don't go into that negative vibe. What do you think about it, Priyasi?
I feel that utilizing our talent, like for me, it really works out. Like Nashaya already said that writing is a therapy for her, and for me also. As you already know that I love writing, and you people have already been connected with me since a long time. So yes, writing has always been a great gesture for me. Apart from that, I always, whenever I get sad, whenever I get depressed, I always talk with my mom and dad or someone like my very close friend who can help me out in that scenario. But I never let myself down. I always try to uplift myself because it is very much needed in this world of like negativity. It's very much needed to be positive. So yes, that's what I do. I sing, I dance, I live my life to the fullest. I chase my dreams. I try to motivate others and inspiring them to do their best, give their best in their community.
I think Rizal has pointed that out, and they have given you a blue tick. You are a celebrity content creator on Rizal.
Abhishek, I
Rizal
cannot
app.
hear you.
You are a celebrity content creator on Rizal app. Like you
Yes,
like creating videos and all. Even that can
yes.
be
I
inspiring to you.
See, to be very honest, like being a verified creator, it's very much important, like what I am giving to my followers or my viewers. So I am trying my best to create and spread the, precautions which are necessary to be taken. And of course, like it is very much important for people to know, like many people doesn't even knows how to wear a mask. Like I have seen the mask is here and they're just walking around. So that is not the correct thing. So people have to be, like very conscious about what they are doing. Like they have to take proper precautions. And I feel that being a verified creator in Brazil, it is helping me out, like to outcast all the details with all my followers and viewers. So yes, that's a great platform for me to, like share the details and precautions with all my viewers.
Hemant, we have someone saying hey to you.
Yes,
What?
actually, in fact, if we can bring her on, then it will be really nice.
But
She's a
only four
very
people can be. Only four can be live at a time.
okay. Uh, so yes, Priyanshi, can we have an introduction about you?
Yeah, so my name is Dr. Priyashi Das, and I am from Kolkata. I am an award-winning author, multiple record holder, Guinness World Record Master Attempt holder, Miss Yani Universe, and last but not the least, a passionate writer.
Very nice, very interesting. So, are you writing every day nowadays?
Yes, I recently published one new book which was regarding self-publishing versus traditional publishing. As I feel like, budding authors and aspiring writers really need to know that what are the details of that. So I published it. But yes, one book which is really close to me is Phases of COVID-19, as I dedicated it to my grandfather, whom we lost due to this COVID pandemic.
Okay. Is it easy to be a self-published author in today's time? I mean, is it easy to get profitable and be a self-published author?
I always prefer self-publishing because the decisions are more with the authors, but not with the publishers. And I feel that it's more curating. Like we can curate anything as per our needs. We can design, we can go for the cover discussions. Everything can be done by us, and I feel that self-publishing platform is more prominent than traditional publishing.
Very interesting. And the fourth person is her name is Nasima, right?
Nasiha.
Nasiha. Okay, Nasiha, please
Yeah.
tell us a little bit about yourself. What's your journey been like so far? Uh,
Okay, so in this world of writing, I'm just 2 years old, so I'm not even a teenager there. Uh, Toddler, you can say. So
mhm.
basically, I loved writing since I was a kid, but I was so afraid of even telling somebody that I write because, coming from a small town, Cuttack in Odisha, it's easily you, and with glasses on, you are easy target of bullies as a kid. So I never had that much of courage to tell in even in school or in college that I write. All of my writings were somewhere locked in a small drawer. So, and I started my career, my journey from Haryana, Gurgaon. I got into data analytics. So I crunch numbers, I data model, and I can say I am kind of data scientist. But writing was almost like it's something. Ah, see, this is my stress buster. So writing has always been close to me, and incidentally, somebody read one of my manuscript, and it was like, "This is good. Send it." And that's how the journey began. Uh, my first book, Air, The End of Innocence, was picked up by Invincible. It won a couple of awards. I'm very happy, Touchwood. But I'm really happy. And one book that is very close to me is Ruby Drops. It's an anthology of poems that I've been writing during those phases and sharing things that I cannot talk about to others. So that's till now. There are two books. Third, Air, End of The Dawn of Deception, is going to be released soon. So I'm hoping it really does well, and I would need a lot of your supports and inputs, saying that how is it? Did you really like it or not?
Good luck.
Very
So,
interesting. Best
Hemant,
wishes.
Hemant,
Thank
we have a
you.
guest who wants to join.
But Hemant, one thing, people generally say, how come data scientist and writing? How is it you are managing both? In fact, I see both of them as one thing. The way you find elements in a data stream and a data structure, same way you plot a novel, you take the outliers away, you get dependent and independent characters, variables talk to each other. It's just the same like modeling a data set.
Interesting. Very interesting. So
Priyasi,
I'm going to step out because there are some other people who would like to join.
wait, I
So
can't see
best
Priyasi. Where
wish.
is Priyasi?
Abhishek can't hear you.
Where is Priyasi? I can't see her now.
I think
Couldn't she
she
left?
had some buffering issue. I could see
I don't know.
maybe
I
some
tried to ping her.
connectivity.
I sent her a request.
Okay, so I'm going to step out so that other people can join in. But it was interesting to be a part. Thank you so
We'll
much.
take you. We'll take you again after some.
Okay,
Thank you, Hemant. Keep
yeah,
in touch and stay
surely,
strong.
surely, surely. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
I think Priyasi is not able to connect
I
with
think,
us.
yeah, I think she's not able to connect.
So let me send her a request. I sent her a
So,
request.
Abhishek, what are you writing these days?
As of now, I'm not writing anything, but I'll be writing
Why?
soon. I do not get the time to write. So much busy in work and home. Do not get the time to write as of now. But I'll be writing soon. One of my book is international bestseller.
Yeah, I read it about it
You
today.
read my book?
No, not the book completely. I read the synopsis and all. So just wanted to know you before talking.
Yeah. So that was like my book was the latest book was published on the day lockdown was imposed. The first day, I think 24th of March last year. On that day only it was released. That is why it's a bestseller. Because people were
Oh,
not supposed to read it. Hmm. They could not do anything else.
that's very humble way of putting it.
Hmm. What about you?
I, as the second one, the Air Dawn of Deception is with Invincible right now in the editing table. So I guess it's being operated on totally with the editors. The
Sorry,
third,
I was just
yeah,
I
Priyasi is back.
I feel there was a network problem.
Oh, oh. Mr. Abhinav is here.
Hi Abhinav,
Abhinav, say something.
Hi,
how are you?
Tell us something about yourself.
I'm
You are
audible or not?
audible.
Yes, 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 you are.
Tell us something about yourself. I think he's back. Oh,
A network.
Network is the biggest issue, you know.
Tell me about it. Just one rain and things will be worse.
Yes.
Hopefully they do something before that.
Dr. Priyasi, how is your father now? You told me that he's not very well.
Yes, he was not feeling okay. He was a bit conscious yesterday, but I asked him not to go to his work for 2 to 3 days at least. I asked him to be at rest because I already know like what are the symptoms as he have already tested positive once, and I don't want him to, go through the same. So he's at home, he's sleeping now, he's taking rest, and I hope that everything will be fine.
Hope so. Okay, Priya, see, we have read this too often that a person, if somebody at home is tested positive, the person should go into isolation. How feasible is that? I mean, how does it affect the other people in the household? Because some of my friends have gone through it, and some of them are telling that it's really difficult. We cannot do it.
Yes,
So, any tips?
actually it's really not easy because sometimes people doesn't even knows that the person is covid positive, right? Like as for the symptoms only, as we didn't know that my father was covid positive, like after like he got fever after 7 days he was tested, as there were no beds, hospital beds, there were nowhere we were getting a appointment of getting him tested, there was nothing. So what a person can do is, if somebody is having small symptoms also like fever, cough or cold or body ache or headache something, they should wear or use mask at home also. I would suggest they should severely wear the mask, they should not
Uh,
neglect it. And
That's a
yes, of course,
very good.
people also at home, they should also wear. And talking about isolation, I feel a COVID-19 patient has to stay separate. And we created a ICU setup at home only because my father's condition was too severe, as he was having every kind of symptom like cough and cold, fever, whatever. So, getting him into isolation, and of course, if somebody is testing themselves positive and the person who is taking care of him or her, they need to wear a PP kit because it is very much necessary. Simple thing is that like we have to be positive and we have to take care of each and everyone, whether they are asymptomatic patients or symptomatic patients. According to the symptoms, we have to be careful. That's it.
Okay. Anything, uh, Hemant, Abhishek? Anything to
So,
add on that?
so okay. No, no, nothing to add to that topic. I cannot think of anything. Abhishek, you?
No, you can say what you were trying to say.
But so Nasiha, you are a practicing data scientist right now.
Yeah, I have a day job, and writing is just as a therapy for me.
Okay. So basically, you are like a will this be classified as statistics? Like, are you a statistician?
Not by degree, but by profession, yes.
Okay. So like, what exactly do you do with data? How do you analyze it?
Uh, See, basically, what I do is prediction and forecasting, plus looking at the trends, how things will go in future, what is triggering what is causing, and cause and effect.
Okay.
So basically, what happens is, suppose there is a huge data set of people, say Airtel. A simple example is how many people will renew to, or how many people will upgrade to the next plan. And the data that you can look at is right from their names, their location, their demographics, the text mining, their mood, even including the text mining, their mood, and their shopping uh, behaviors. So now the data is easily, and they are so nicely mapped to each other, you can very easily get a trend and accurately predict, okay, this will happen, this is the percentage of people who will upgrade, and these are people who will not. So
Okay.
this is a simple example.
Okay. So Abhishek, how are you coping up with the new situation? Are
You
you
know that very well. You are asking me that
because
am I coping?
Abhishek has followed a very strict lockdown ever since the pandemic began. Since March 2020,
I
he
had
must
to.
have
I had to.
left his home a total of maybe 10 times in the past for 13, 14 months.
Yeah.
Abhishek has only left maybe 10 times his
So
house.
what is the other option? That was the only option I had.
Same
Yes.
here, Abhishek. Same here.
I think most of us
Yeah.
did.
Yeah. So, but Abhishek
Hemant,
never.
Hemant, I would like you to ask us some puzzles or something. You are a puzzle solver.
Okay. I don't know if people will be interested in solving maths puzzles.
Small puzzle, not a long one.
So, okay, so just to give a small introduction, I make maths videos. I make like a maths video every couple of days. So, and there's a website also. So, and I every single day I'm solving maths puzzles because I like maths a lot. So,
Wow.
Great.
so um I can't think of. Okay, I think this is a puzzle that I've been asking for the past 20 years. Everybody I meet, I ask the same puzzle. So, uh,
Start here.
because
No way. That
this
means it's that strong puzzle which has not been solved yet.
no,
Yes.
it is actually a very simple puzzle, and I came to know about it when I was in class 8th, and have been so fascinated with that puzzle since then that I cannot stop solving it. I used to ask everybody I meet, and I've asked Abhishek this puzzle also. Okay, but
So what
are you two girls good at maths?
No way, I'm not. I have a love and hate relationship with maths. I
even
love
me?
stats, but I
Yeah.
hate solving it. And if I don't have my Excel programs I am good in coding though. I don't know how it works.
People are,
Uh,
very much active
I
about.
do that.
Okay, but Priyashi, we could not hear you. What were you saying?
I'm telling that very less people are there in the world who really love maths.
I think it is also because of the way it is taught in school. Just like, like we're not really made well prepared firstly mentally to face the world, like how to handle the world is something that we should be taught in school.
You want to ask the puzzle viewers are requesting.
The way
Okay,
some
I'll first ask the question. A man's age is 35 if you don't Sundays of his life. A man's age is 35 if you don't count the Saturdays and Sundays of his life. What is his real age?
I think Priyanshi knows the answer.
Me?
Yeah.
No.
You can
If
guess it will be more or less.
a man's age is 35, if you don't count the Saturdays. All right, Hemant is typing.
It will be more than 35 or less than 35.
It will be more than 35.
So okay, nobody's answering.
No, repeat the question. I think there are 2 or 3 people who are asking the questions about the
I've written
puzzle.
it.
Cherry.
Okay. By the way, Cherry is Abhishek's wife.
Hemant has answered.
Okay.
Has
Yeah, Miss Cherry Kapoor,
asked.
Mrs. Cherry
Hi,
Kapoor.
Mateen, you would like to take a shot at it?
Someone has answered. Hemant, is that right?
No, no, no. His answer is less than 35. See, okay, think about it like this. Okay, I'll repeat the question once more and then I'll tell you the answer. A man's age is 35 when you don't count the Saturdays and Sundays of his life. What is his real age?
Man's age is 35. A man's age is 35 if you don't count the Saturdays and Sundays of his life. His life is awesome. His life is weekdays.
But what is his real age?
I'm playing with words only. I'm not good in maths. Problem solving.
we are
No,
authors.
it
We
will,
have to play with words only.
it will be more than 35. Okay, more than 35, less than 35. Or is it a
Obviously,
trick
it'll be
question?
more. Obviously, it'll be more, right? Because when you're not counting certain days of your life, then you are taking away those days from your life, right? But if you act, his real age will be more.
So 35 plus 2 by 365?
No, okay, I'll tell you how to solve it.
The
See,
answer is
out of
49.
ah,
Because he has asked me this around 10, 12 times. I know that.
so see the thing is when people who actually know how to solve this, my father, my grandfather, both of them were able to solve it in like 10 seconds. So I'll tell you
Really?
how. Yeah, and I met at least 8, 9 people who were able to solve it in 10 seconds. See, I'll tell you how. Out of every 5 days of his life, we are out of every 7 days that he's lived, we are only counting 5. Every
Yeah.
week that he's lived, we've only counted 5. So let his real age be X. Then
Hmm?
5 upon 7 into X is equal to
5
35.
upon 7. Yeah, 5 upon 7 into x is 35. So x is equal to 35. It will go up. Denominator will go up. Am I
So,
right?
yeah, so because out of every 7 days, you're only counting 5 days. So 5/7 of his life is 35.
Hmm.
So his life becomes 35 into 7 upon 5.
Into 7 divided by 5.
Yeah. So I run a small maths channel. I like such kind of questions, which are you almost know the answer. Like we are very surprised of how simple it is.
But still, many people got it wrong. The viewers also sometimes think 48.
Yeah. By the way, we have Mrs. Abhishek Kapoor, live online right now. Her name is Mrs. Cherry.
I don't think she's
So
live right now. Or is she?
she is the Cherry Kapoor.
Is
It
she
says
live
maybe
right
we
now?
can bring her.
Yes, she is.
Maybe we can bring her on.
She won't come right now.
Okay. So Priyashi, how do you spend your days nowadays?
By writing or by creating videos. Like life has been so bored nowadays.
She's a verified video creator. Do you know that on Reddit?
What?
Verified DOP.
Verified video creator, content creator.
Yes. So I
Her
have to
videos are
make.
so much followed and liked by people. She got a blue tick on Reddit.
Yes,
Okay.
and Abhishek has helped me a lot. He has asked me to create videos, like regarding my books and etc. Like I can do poetry sessions, talking sessions with my viewers. So yes, I do it, and by that only I spend my time.
Oh, so you write poetry also?
Yes, I'm an
It's
author. I have to write. Like it's within me.
okay. It's very interesting. Possible to have a recitation of one of your poems?
Yes, sure. As many people are already like watching it, so I would wait. I'm just having my book, and I would just read a poem. Uh, this is from my book Phases of COVID-19, which is a reality-based book, and I feel that this might create a positive vibe to all our viewers. So the title of the poem is "Together We Can." In this period of disaster, we need to help each other being together. We need to maintain social distancing, then only we will be able to see ourselves shining. Let us join hands together and follow the path of reality. We need to ignore all fake news and hope for the positivity. We will fight this pandemic and heal only if we unite. Together, our world will shine brave and bright. That's it.
Very nice. Very nice. Thank you so much. Maybe one more.
One more. I have to look into it. Actually, I write, many things, but like I had phases of COVID-19, my book in front of me, so I read it out.
Okay, I was thinking maybe one more
That's why.
poem from the
Oh,
from this book.
sorry, what?
Maybe one more poem from this book.
No, actually, this is not a poetry book, all right. It is a book based on reality, like my personal experience. I wrote this poem so that whenever a reader reads it out, they feel themselves positive, all right, so that they get the positive vibe. However, COVID is all about negativity, but they get a positive vibe. That's it.
Okay. Okay. Nice. Nice. Abhishek, maybe you want to do a small reading from your book.
My book is not here right now. Otherwise,
Okay.
I could have read
And
it. It's a novel, and
yeah,
both of them are novels. So
yeah.
reading is not possible.
So
Tell us a bit
Nasiha,
about you. Oh,
sorry,
sorry, Hemant.
Nasia, do you write poetry?
Yeah, I do. In fact, my book is here. It's Ruby Drops. Can I?
Yeah. Would you consider reciting a poem for us if it is all right?
Yeah, it is. Let me just. Okay, this is a little intense. This is how it feels when you are in certain phase, and it's really difficult. And it's titled "Fallen." But the crux is once you touch, you are there, and then you come out of it. It's the whole theme is on that. So here it goes. I feel like screaming till my throats bleed. Maybe your deaf ears could then see the voice that I speak. Now your is referring to God. The entire conversation is with God. You are lucky, God, that you are not human, made up of matters unknown. Do you ever know the pain that screams in flesh? or white salty drop that burns in eyes. The anguish of walking through the dingy lanes with stinking breath of decaying walking remains, ears filled with their hollow smiles and laughter, and eyes full of scorn, lust, arrogance, and repulsion. The shade grey enveloping from all facades, and not white to smile back, and not black to hate. A violent warm fluid with pieces of ice pulled between two angles of triangle. What is in your mind, Lord? A vengeance? A vengeance to pain the ones that caused the expanse between you and your loved angel? Threw him out of heaven, but not your heart. In reflection of white, Adam walked with bliss in heart. In the darkest shade of black, fallen tossed in pain. To you his heart complained, and you ran to your fallen one. Closed your gaze when he entered the heaven gate. Tainted with fallen touch, Adam walked on moist earth, drunk with potion of white and black, the sweet nectar, then inebriated with burning smoothness of color grey. I look around and find grey encompassing me all over. With black burning mass of flesh, I would have chosen to walk away. A shady look, straight from shady eyes, expect me, disturbs me to the least. How should I expect warmth from the fallen's own? Pain is the warmth from the eyes that haunt me. The haunting skim from the eyes that warmth for me. Can I turn away from the black who are dressed in white, or go to them who are black, still dressed in white? I close my eyes and find them all grey. Where do I sleep? Is your love for fallen so much that in flesh you mixed both? To tear apart the decaying mind and distorted soul? A chastisement for all, Adam and Eve, to cause you separation, to see them in conflict between him and the fallen. Sure, the pain of flesh brings a smile on lips of fallen, a vengeance that he loves but could not have taken alone. There is a pain in your heart for walking flesh, still a fulfillment. You helped most loved rebellious one who is far away, fallen. I feel like screaming till my throat bleed. Maybe your deaf ears could then see the voice that I speak.
Beautiful.
Interesting.
Thank you.
Very nice. So what is the poem about?
It is about, it's a kind of complaint to God, saying that the kind of misery you're putting humans is not because it is fate, because somewhere you loved you loved Lucifer, and Lucifer loved you. He was your greatest devotee, and you loved him back. But he rebelled against you, and you threw him out. But still, you could not throw him out of your heart completely. So somewhere, and you threw Lucifer out because of Adam. So it comes from Bible stories that the God asked Lucifer to bow to Adam, saying that, again, acknowledging him as greater than angels. But Lucifer saying that I am your greatest devotee, angel, and I am better than man. I will not bow to him. So God threw him out. But still, he threw him out of heaven. He gave him the punishment. But somewhere, he still loves that devoted follower of his, that angel of his. He was an archangel. So the pain that we all are going in this world is somewhere also a reflection of God's pain that he threw his archangel out because of us human. So it's like a human complaining to God that you made me, you got some white from angels and some darkness from the Lucifer and made me grey. And you still, and you are giving me pain, which is again a grey zone between happiness and sadness. And it's all because you love that Lucifer more than you love us.
Okay.
There's a question Yeah, is it? It is somewhere related to Paradise Lost, is it?
Uh, in it
What
is
is
more.
Paradise Lost? Firstly, what is Paradise Lost?
It's a Milton's. I mean, greatest one of the greatest work, Paradise Lost and Paradise Regained. It is about the faith being lost and faith being regained. And you are right on target. It was a time wherein my faith was in, like, I was questioning a lot of things. So it is definitely it was during faith lost and faith regained. That's the whole story.
Okay. Actually, I'm an atheist because I always wonder if God created us, then who created God? Something has to come.
That's
Something has to come on its own, no?
Yasi can answer this.
I don't know, but I feel that the nurturer, like, I feel that God are always also created by a woman only, because women are the nurturer of everything, whether
God
for
it's
also
me.
has a mother.
God is an energy. He's love.
but yes, of course, like we are getting it by a source of a woman only, as the woman is a nurturer. The whole world is nurtured by a woman. So yes, somehow I feel that God may be unmentioned, but for me, a God might be a woman.
Hemant, you're getting a good support. A quote: God and man met one
Time.
day, each
One.
exclaimed, "My maker."
Okay, guys. So, like, it was really nice being in this live session. I have to sign off now, as I have to go somewhere. It's already 5:23. So, Abhishek, thanks for making me a part of this. Nashiha and Hemant, it was really nice being a part of this. So, I have to sign off now, and I hope that we will be live soon again. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you,
Yeah. All
Cherry.
right.
They say
Thank you, Priyasi.
Thank
All
you.
right.
Thank you, Abhishek.
Thank you. I
Bye.
think, bye.
Bye.
I think
I think
Cherry and we can get along nicely. Yeah, it's like almost
Actually,
1 hour.
Cherry, Mrs. Cherry Kapoor is also an English literature graduate. She's a master's in English
postgraduate.
literature. Yeah. So that is why she could come up with the question. Because otherwise, I think it's very difficult to understand the context of the uh, connection between the two, between your poem and Paradise Lost.
Yeah, I like all mythology. So be it biblical, be it Hindu mythology, whatever mythologies I can find, I love reading them.
I think I'll also
I
need to go now.
think I
But
think we are up the
Actually,
time.
yeah, it's almost 1 hour.
Yeah, it's almost 1 hour, and before we sign off, uh, any words of advice or anything that will keep us motivated? All the
Well,
ones who are here
I say the word,
watching
but
it.
this is Neeta Nigam. She is a celebrity coach, and I know her personally. She said that whenever something negative happens, or whenever something positive happens, first of all, then you write it down and put it in a pot or somewhere. Yeah, somewhere you just write it down on a sheet of paper and put it there. And whenever you feel negative or anything, you can just take out one paper from there, read about that, then your negative vibes will go away forever. You'll start thinking about that moment when you got happy, when you felt very positive.
That's amazing. I'm going to implement that. Hemant, some bite from
uh,
you before.
no, I think I said everything I have, and but it was a good discussion. I think it went pretty smoothly, and good to see people. How did you two meet, by the way, you and Abhishek? How did you come in contact with each other?
Yasi is a common link.
Because you and Naseha look like two very different people. So I was just wondering how you guys came in contact with each other.
Yasi is the common friend.
Priyasi.
Oh, okay, okay. Because Priyasi is also an author, so she introduced you both. Oh, very nice, very nice. So yeah, I think my parting note would be just to. I know it's not an easy time, and I think it will be another 2-3 months before we see some ray of hope. But nothing can last forever. Not even some bad time, and just have hope. Just know that this will also pass. So yes,
Right.
that's what I'm going to say. And anything you guys have to say before we wrap up?
Just stay safe.
Nothing. Yeah, stay safe. Please use mask, use hand sanitizer, minimize going out, all those common sense things that we talk about. And I like one thing I would like to add. I have always wanted to be a superhero, but I lacked that discipline to go to gym and work out. But now life has given me a chance to become a superhero. And for that, I don't have to do anything. I just have to make sure that I don't go out. I stay indoor and I save life.
That's right.
Okay, that's I think okay, that's a very interesting thing. You can be a superhero by doing nothing, also by just
By doing,
being responsible, by by staying at home, by knowing that it's the responsible thing to do. Okay, very interesting point. And Abhishek, do you want to say anything? Sorry, were you saying something, Nasia?
no, I said on that note,
We can
that's
Yeah.
wrap up.
All right. Cool.
All right.
all right.
Okay.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Keep in touch virtually.
Yeah, sure.